Goody was goody, people. It's your boy JFK. We live and direct. Find your lane television. We all over the place, man. Hey, yo, I was just thinking, right? And I really want to do this. This one is going to be about 50 Cent, and Dame Dash. And 50 Cent and Dame Dash are two people that I've kind of like been watching since the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember 50 Cent, like 50 Cent always been like an underground general. Like 50 Cent had the underground on lock at one time. Like this was around the G Unit, Dipset. You know what I'm saying? This was like around that era. So it was like 50 had shit on well, G Unit. They had stuff on lock. You know what I'm saying? In that era. And we watched Dame with Jay with the Rockefeller situation. You know what I'm saying? Dame Dash always struck me as a hustler, but it was like some of the things he said was kind of crazy. You know, I felt like, and this is no shot at Dame or nothing like that, but I felt like when he was up here, the stuff he used to say would be like, what? Because he'd be like, oh, he'd make a person feel bad for even having a job. Like, oh, what you doing working? You supposed to be your own boss, but I'm like, it's like, damn, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, like, just because you have that mentality, you can't shoot a person down that don't. We don't all think the same. You know what I'm saying? And that don't make them lesser of a person just because they choose to go to work every day. You know what I mean? Because Dame was up there at one time. He damn near where we at now. But the reason why, it's not because of his work ethic. It's not because of he's not trying. He's trying. But the reason why Dame probably, I'm not saying he broke, I don't know. But I know he's not up there where he used to be. I don't think Dame is a millionaire no more. I think Dame Dash might be at the high thousands or the low millions. You know what I'm saying? He's somewhere up in there. I don't think he's all the way broke. But I think the reason why he's probably having financial troubles is because everything he does is probably getting blocked because he's beefing with important. Well, they're not important, but they have power in the industry, like a lot of power. Like the people he's beefing with, if they don't own the rap industry, they have ties with the people that do. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that kind of blocks Dame from a lot of stuff. Like, his movies. A lot of his movies are directed at us. But if you got the higher ups blocking it, we probably will never see it. Like I be seeing Dame in these interviews and I don't hear him talking about the movies. Like I don't hear him. He be saying he got streaming platforms and I be wanting to ask like what's the name of the platform so I could go support it. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't see them letting Dame like get back to that status where he was when he was with Jay because Dame done talk too much. Like he done aired out a lot of laundry and I don't think them people are ever gonna let up on him. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like whatever they find out he's doing, they're gonna try their best to shut it down or block it. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was messed up with the whole Jay-Z Dame Dash situation because see me personally, I thought the Leo Cohen dude is who broke them up. Leo Cohen and a little bit of Cam. You know what I'm saying? I say Cam because Dame Dash had signed Cam and the Dips to like a $10 million record deal. And when he did that, I think they said Jay Z was like on vacation out of town somewhere or something. And like Jay Z had no knowledge of it. Like they didn't ask Jay nothing. Like Dame just signed them, for 10 mil. So I thought that played a part in them breaking up. Then you look at the Leor Cohen situation where they said that Leor went to Jay-Z like, yo, you want to keep splitting your money 3 ways or you just want it to be 1 way? And that sound like that's how it could have went down. Like that scenario right there kind of sounds more believable than all the other ones. You know what I'm saying? And so they just took Dame and Biggs out of the play. You know what I mean? And so it's like instead of Jay-Z having to ask Dame and Biggs before something gets finalized, now he don't have to ask nobody. And notice when Jay-Z cut ties with Dame and Big, next thing you know, he runs Def Jam. So that tells you right there. You know what I'm saying? That tells you right there where Jay Ties is at. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna get off topic. We talking about Dame. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not shooting you down, Dame. I'm not. But I remember when you was up, bro. You used to be talking real crazy. Like, oh, you doing this, you less of a person. You think like that, you less of a person. Oh, like Dame Dash wasn't even an interview type of person. Like Dame Dash don't do interviews. Like to see him doing all these interviews right now, it's surprising, and that's what kind of make me feel like them pockets is getting tapped out because Dame Dash don't even really do interviews like that. You know what I'm saying? So for him to be doing interviews is crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think them higher ups is blocking whatever Dame Dash got going on, bro. Like I don't even see Dame Dash movies on Tubi. Like how like Dame Dash should be the Tubi monster. Cause all his movies, like come on, if Gravy, shout out to Gravy. Gravy got some fire movies on Tubi. If they letting Gravy rock out Tubi, I know they'll let Dame, but see Gravy ain't got the Gravy ain't got them higher ups at him like Dame do. You know what I'm saying? See, sometimes, bro, our mouth kill us because like we don't own hip hop. It's our culture, but when it comes to paperwork, we don't own it. That's why they let them Leor Cohens and them Steve Stouts and them. Know what I mean? They let these dudes come in the game, act like they cool with y'all, while they making all the money off of hip hop, and they own it. Y'all just get the crumbs. You know what I'm saying? That's literally what they did. You know, they like what Leor and them dudes did to the older generation, like the Run DMCs and the KRS Ones. Bro, they literally watched these dudes and monopolized off of their talent. Cause like why KRS-One don't have part ownership in hip hop? Why Rakim don't have part ownership in hip hop? These are the people. What's Grandmaster Flash? What's the other group? It's a group that they say started. Is it Kool and the Gang or it's a group though that they say started hip hop? Why they not getting like? Why is Leor and them? Why is the Grain, Lucian Grains? Why is all these people that's not in the culture own the culture? You dig what I'm saying? Like how people that is not even a part of our culture own it. Does that make sense? Like, no matter how many records these dudes sell, a lot of them always end up broke. Bro, how Lil Wayne own? But I ain't gonna even get into that because I'm gonna jump off topic. We on Dame. We talk about Dame right now. And I just feel like Dame talk too much. You know what I'm saying? He was speaking a lot, and I think he was supposed to let himself get a little more up. Like he was supposed to let himself stack a little more, get a little bit more power. It's like he went on a whole rant after a while. You know what I'm saying? So, and I could understand it because we watched Tory Lanez do the same thing. But you gotta build up that power when you going against powerful people. You know what I'm saying? See, the Steve Stout dude, he ain't powerful. He's just cool with the powerful people. You know, he's the kiss ass. So, nah, I mean, they gonna go along with whatever he say. You feel what I'm saying? So, I just feel like it might be a wrap for Dame. Dame might have to go back to the trap, bruh. You know what I'm saying? He might gotta go back to the trap, bruh. Know what I'm saying? So, I just hope the best for homie because I don't like to see people down. You know, even when he was up, he was talking crazy, you know what I'm saying? But I still don't like to see people down. I liked it to see Dame up talking his talk. I did. I liked it to see that. I like to see my people up. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to see us down and you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's like I watched Dame make so many movies. Like he made mad, and you don't hear about none of them. And like all his investments is just they just like not working out because once he promotes something and the people see what he's promoting, they're gonna block it. They're gonna block it, bro. Leo Cohen calling his other people. They all own the media. You need the media to sell anything you're trying to promote. You know what I'm saying? And the people you beefing with own the media. It kind of shuts you out. Know what I mean? But more power to Dame. Hope. Know what I mean? I hope I hope he get over the hill. Get over that hill, man. Be the king of the hill, B. I don't even see his sneakers out. Like, I don't see nobody wearing his sneakers. Like, all these people he's saying, his mans and all that, I don't see these dudes wearing his sneakers, though. You know what I'm saying? But we going to talk about 50, man. We going to talk about 50 Interscope Jackson. Oh, he ain't even Interscope no more, I don't even think. You know, that's what he used to call himself. But, Jaguar Wright brought something to my attention. Shout out Jaguar Wright. She brought something to my attention. It was this old magazine. I think it was a Vibe. Could have been a Source. Not really sure. But I remember the cover had 50 Cent and Soulja Boy on it, right? Now, when I first seen this cover, pause wasn't even invented yet. Like people saying pause on some, but that was a pause picture. Like that whole cover of the magazine was pause. You know what I'm saying? So Jaguar Wright said, y'all forget that you can't get to these levels without doing the beat. And she's right. 50 Cent was one of them dudes where I would have been like, I know 50 ain't doing nothing. 50 and Denzel Washington. And last year showed me, well, it didn't really show me because in the back of my mind, I kind of already knew. But it's like when you kind of have a little love for an artist, you be like, nah, I know they ain't. But at the end of the day, to get to those levels that they get to, and I don't want it to come off on some shit like, oh, when it comes to black people, we can't have enough talent to make it, or we can't have it can't be on us to make it to that. But it's not just black people. Like I don't think the white people or nobody can get to those levels in the industry without doing some bullshit. Like, and this is what I see. You know what I'm saying? Like all of our top artists done did bullshit. And most of it is on camera. That's the thing about it. So get back to 50, right? Y'all think 50 first album was Get Rich or Die Trying. Wasn't. 50 first album was Power of the Dollar. See, 50 always was an underground king. Like he always kind of beasted the underground. You know what I'm saying? You had DJ Stretch Armstrong. I don't know if y'all know, but DJ Stretch Armstrong might be the reason for us having an Eminem or a Curtis, a 50 Cent, because that's where I first heard those dudes at. Like, I heard him before, hi, my name is, Thicky Slim. See, like, that song is what introduced Eminem to a lot of y'all. But I heard Eminem before that because it used to be a radio station, 89.7, and I want to say it was coming out of Syracuse. Like, that's where that radio station was at. I want to say, like, the college area in Syracuse. I want to say that's where that radio station came from, because they only had the air from like 12 at night to like 6 in the morning. So from those 6 hours, you would hear nothing but underground music. Like, underground. Like, that's where I first heard DMX from. No, it's not. I take that back. But that is the first station I heard Stop Being Greedy on. The first time I ever heard DMX was in that 5, 4, 3, 2. That shit with LL and Redman, Method Man, or Cannabis, all of them on that track. That's the first time I really heard DMX. Then I started hearing him more on that station, which was Stop Being Greedy. That's the first time I heard Stop Being Greedy, was on 89.7. And they used to play a lot of Underground 50. That's when I first heard 50, was on 89.7. So I'm like, oh, this nigga, he nice. So that's how you go to Napster. That's the Napster days. You start looking up, you know what I'm saying? Not all the old. Then you start seeing a lot of DJ Stretch Armstrong, 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent been around way longer than Get Rich, bro. Homie got shot them 9 times. He lived and survived. The nigga started doing the mix. He got back on his mixtape shit. But the thing about the difference between now and then, the difference between the Power of the Dollar and after he got shot, was he had a team with him this time. And you had one of the illest punchlines, like Lloyd Banks. Shout out Banks. Banks is one of the illest. I can't say right now, but back then, Banks was one of the illest punchline dudes ever. Like, we called him PLK, Punchline King. You know what I'm saying? We called him the Punchline King. You know what I'm saying? To me, Banks was a big reason for G Unit getting signed, bro. See, but I felt like 50 Cent already had it. Like, that's why it was Eminem that signed him. You know what I'm saying? Notice, when Get Rich dropped, Get Rich sold more albums. Bro, you could take maybe 3 or 4 Jay-Z album sales and put them all together, and they still ain't sell as much as Get Rich. Like, some artists, you could put all of their records together and they don't even come close to Get Rich. See, why I'm gonna tell you why Get Rich went so crazy. It's because at that time, 50 had the streets and he had the radios. And he wasn't dropping commercial. See, 50 let Dr. Dre and these dudes tell him how to make music, and that's when his stock went down. See, Get Rich did so good because that was all 50. You know what I'm saying? That was all 50, bro. Look what he came out with. His first single from Get Rich was Wankster. Who would put that out for a single? Like Sheek Luch said, shout out Sheek Luch, the whole lot. Sheek Luch said, how you go from Wankster to Candy Shop? And that's when his sales declined. They started going, he was still selling, but it was slowly, because he started making too much commercial shit. He was supposed to keep it street, but that's when you know niggas done made that move, bro. See, it don't be Like, forget what they tell you. Forget when 50 act like he didn't sell out. You know he sold out from the music he started making. You know what I'm saying? When he went from Winks to the Candy Shop, that shows you right there. And like, these people play on what you ain't seen or what you haven't experienced. So now you experiencing new shit, you seeing new shit. You don't want to leave that. Most people. Like, you a strong motherfucker. If they let you see that lifestyle and get a taste of it, get a house, get foreigns, women, all that, and then they tell you you got to do this, that, and the third, or they're taking it away, and you be like, I'm not doing it, and they take it away, and you still going about your life, you a strong motherfucker, bruh. Because a lot of people can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking about the Carrie Hilsons, any top celebrity that just went missing. Like, you don't hear from the A. Marie's, the India Iries. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lauryn Hills, you know what I mean? Like, it's a reason why these people just fell back. It's not because they album sales declined. It's not because they didn't have nothing to talk about. It's because they wasn't with the BS. And they catch people early in their career. You know what I'm saying? When you young, that's when you the most money hungry. I don't know if you noticed that. But when you're young, you about willing to do whatever to get a certain type of bag. You know what I'm saying? Word to mother. And I think that's how they got 50. You know what I'm saying? See, when 50 came out, it wasn't they wanted, when 50 came out, that was the time when they wanted, well, they always controlled the music, but they wanted to control the artist. So it's like, we don't want you to just make street music. Now we want you to make this type of music. See, if 50 Cent would have came out today, he would have probably prospered more than what he did back then. Like, think about it. If 50 Cent dropped if Get Rich or Die Trying came out today or Friday, this Friday coming up, I think the numbers might have been more crazier. The only thing that might have not made the numbers crazy is because there's no more physical albums no more. Like, there's no more CDs and tapes. So that might have changed up stuff. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you had CDs and tapes. See, now you just got downloading apps and stuff like that. It's just streaming. But back then it was just CDs, tapes, and records. You know what I'm saying? So I take that back. I don't think he would have did. I take that back. He probably wouldn't have sold as much today because ain't no physical copies. You know what I'm saying? So it'd have just been off streams. And that's really how they cooned the game, because once they took CDs and tapes out of there, that kind of slowed down the money for the artists, if you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta think, you gotta have all kind of streams. You gotta damn near see 10 million streams to see any money from that project or song. You know what I'm saying? But if it was just album sales and you sold 1 million albums, you got some bread off of that. You see what I'm saying? And the sad thing is, no artist or nobody spoke against it. They just let it. But we gonna get back to 50. So I'm saying this to say, for 50 album to do what it did and get the promotion it did, and then for his music to switch after the first album, you already know he's made that. He sold out, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just that 50 do what them people want him to do, so he don't get exploited. You got to think, he's still keeping your kid on the block. Even though he not rapping, he got TV shows out now that's keeping your kid selling drugs. That's making them want to go hustle. You know what I'm saying? So off the strength of that alone, they're gonna keep him around. You know what I'm saying? Because now he might be keeping more people on the block now than he was when he was doing mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got the TV. Now you reaching kids now, because I'm quite sure it's kids watching BMF, it's kids watching Power. See, just because it ain't done to you musically, you will feel like, oh, 50 ain't, he ain't sell out, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and still, you never, everything he does on TV is nothing positive. See what I'm saying? Like, it's like 50 say, oh, I try to do stuff about my people, but you act like all we know how to do is hustle. Why you ain't do a story on LeBron James? Or something about Kobe, God bless the dead, or you know what I'm saying? Why it always gotta be about a person that sell drugs or somebody that, you know what I mean? Think about that though. Before you say 50 Cent ain't sell out and all this, that, and the third, or 50 Cent the only one that, he's done, they all do it, bro. Dame too. You don't think Dame sold out early in his career? Look how money thirsty Dame was in the beginning when he first came, when he was with Jay. You don't think they came at him and he was a Dame Dashes was at a lot of those parties too. You know what I'm saying? So don't think son ain't, he just might be he might have just went against the oath because he got older and realized, but at the same time you took that oath, bro. And them higher ups is mad at you because you broke it. And you lucky they ain't trying to assassinate you, because usually that's what they do. But yeah, that's my take on all that. Plus, I think like you don't really hear Dame talk down on Jay, so you can't really say he hating. He just said Jay did the bullshit when they split up. That's the only really bad thing he say about Jay. Like they be asking him questions because a lot of people be like, "Oh, he just be hating on Jay." He don't. He don't even be saying nothing. He just be speaking on what Jay did that was fucked up. He don't hate on Jay. This your boy, man. JFK. Find your lane television. Y'all all over the place. One.